Welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. Today we're checking out the train station. It runs with a steam engine. It's located in Kutztown, Pennsylvania, and it's the Allentown and Auburn line. Let's go check out the choo-choo. Okay, so we're headed over to Kutztown, Pennsylvania to check out the Allentown and Auburn Railroad. And this video I had to film on several days because some days they run the diesel engine, some days they can run the steam engine. So it took a couple days to get all the pieces. So I'll be curious to see if you can pick out the various days when this video was put together. On this ride now, we're bearing right on the Bowers Road to head down to the town of Bowers. This is where the park is that we walk Harley Caroline in the morning and afternoon. And also the Pepper Festival is held at this park. It always reminds me of the scene from Wild Hogs when they're at the Pepper Festival. So if you're in the area, check it out. Up here on the left is the park where the famous Bowers Pepper Festival occurs every year in September. Famous Bowers Hotel. Now as we leave the town of Bowers, we cross these railroad tracks, but they're not the ones that we're headed to. And one of the things you're going to see as we're heading to the east side of Kutztown is that we still have a lot of wide open spaces out here. Now this area is about maybe 50 miles west of Philadelphia. You can see that we have wide open areas to ride, plenty of visibility, and we have a mix of, kind of flat lands that are relatively level, along with, mountainous terrains. One of the interesting things to look at when you are riding in wide open spaces through the farmland is to see who the farms are producing their product for. There are some chicken farms in the area that produce for Bell and Evans. You'll see dairy farms that produce for Clover Dairy or Wawa or Lehigh. So I always find it interesting to see who the farmers have aligned with to sell their product and remain in business. Now, the Allentown and Auburn Railroad really got its beginnings back in 1853 when it was referred to as the Auburn and Allentown Railroad. And in trying to build it, there were rival railroads with competing interests. Ultimately, they did file for bankruptcy, but they were now acquired by the current owners who run the passenger service, and they do have some freight opportunities available. Now this is the east end of the borough of Kutztown, so we're going to make a left and head to the railroad tracks of the Allentown and Auburn Railroad. Now on the western end of Kutztown is Kutztown University, which is one of the Pennsylvania state universities. So that's at the opposite end. This is the east end of town. So we're going to run this almost to the center of town, and that's where we'll stop and see the steam engine. Check out the train. Do have a nice depot here, and they also have picnic tables and plenty of parking, so you don't have to worry about finding a spot to park when you come over and try out the Allentown Auburn Railroad. Here is the station. Of course, they're closed right now. Check that out. Now you can see they have an open car that has actually picnic tables in there, so you can sit outside and enjoy the ride. And then they have this older enclosed car with more comfortable seating, so you can ride in comfort, and you can see inside what those seats look like. So this would be, you know, where you would board the train. They would pull the train back. here you can see the open car, and there are the picnic tables in the center. So that's a good way to ride. And then they have the old Conrail caboose, and then the old Pennsylvania caboose down here. Then they have the old switcher down there at the end. So the steam engine is tucked away, as you can see. Very nice setup for the Allentown and Auburn Railroad. Across from the old Kutztown electric and power plant back in the day. So there is the train station. Hey, if you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, helps me out a lot. Also, ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I put up a new video. And also give the video a thumbs up, that helps too. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. Thanks for watching.